Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Just wanted to do a quick video talking about Gears of War 4. On Sunday, my friend Eric and I, what's up Eric, you son of a bitch, we started playing Gears of War 4. I had done some already, co-op with my other friends, but I didn't get very far, and I've been trying to kind of crack through my backlog. So I did play Shovel Knight's DLC, the Spectre Knight, on Saturday, and I beat that. That was cool. But I played Gears of War 4 with Eric, and I was a big fan of the first Gears of War. I thought the game was really fun. I thought it was a good-looking game for its time. I played it on Insane and beat it. I went through and got all the COG tags and like hidden stuff. I really tried to. I didn't do 1,000% or whatever achievements, but I really like ate a big chunk of that game, and I spent many hours online with friends and whatever, co-op, and playing the game, you know, against other people, like killing each other like a deathmatch. So by the time 2 came out, I wasn't really that big into wanting to play it, but I played the story mode with my friend. We beat it. I really didn't play online. I might have tried it, but I wasn't big on the online at that point. I just had enough. But we played the story and thought it was okay. By the time 3 came out, I didn't even want to bother. And then they did Judgment, and I don't know if there was another one. I think Judgment was the last one, but I could be wrong. So I got 4 when it was like, I think $20 or $30 at one point. And there's a Horde mode, which has become a staple of the Gears of War franchise now. And Gears of War is actually one of Microsoft's biggest franchises now. They purchased it from Cliffy B, I guess, or from his company. Cliffy B put some good style, I thought, and interesting things into the first game, even though the guy's kind of a douchebag. And anything he says online or does, I just kind of like try not to pay attention to because he annoys me. But his overall his Gears of War series was good when he was involved. At this point, the games feel sort of stale. It feels like they're not moving forward with the series much in terms of gameplay. The story in the 4th one is doing nothing for me. I don't really care much about any of the characters. Marcus from the 1st, 2nd, and I guess 3rd games, the main character, Marcus Phoenix, he does make an appearance in this one. I haven't beaten the game yet. I'm up to the last chapter or act or whatever it is. I think it's act. It's kind of the same old stuff, you know, and the other thing that really bothers me about this title, even though it looks really pretty, it's a great looking game, and it is 4K enhanced, so if you have a 4K TV and the Xbox One X, the game is in full native 4K and I think 60 frames, and the gameplay is pretty fun still with a friend, though I think I'd find it kind of boring if I was playing alone. The Horde mode, where you're fighting waves and waves of aliens, it's fun, and the death matches are pretty fun as well. But what they did is, during the game, it goes into Horde mode, while you're playing. So you get to points where you're like bunkering down and have to build up like your resistance around you with like turrets or barbed wire or whatever, and then there's waves of hordes. And it's like, why am I playing Horde mode in the single-player mode? And let's be honest, most of the single-player mode is sort of a Horde mode light anyway. You're just fighting waves and waves of enemies. Sometimes a boss comes out, and then you get to the next checkpoint. So I get it. That's kind of been always the gameplay itself. But I just feel like it's, you know, as much as it has going for it, it also is sort of like beating a dead horse at this point. Not to say I'm not having any fun with it. It's just that they need to spice up the material a bit. I don't know if just a whole new story, like maybe something weird, or a whole new type of gameplay. Maybe, did they do a strategy one? Maybe they do a I'm not a big strategy guy though. But like something, they need to like throw another mechanic into the cover-based shooter that would make this more appealing. Especially this is like one of their major franchises, along with like Halo, which they also purchased the rights to, and those guys went on afterwards to make Destiny, which I hear the second one isn't that good. All my friends are complaining about Destiny 2. It's weird. Even though I really liked the first one for the amount of time I played it, I haven't played the second one. So, I don't know, if you guys played the new Gears of War, what do you think? I think it's pretty good, but it's just the same old song. The story's lacking. The graphics are really nice. The characters are lacking. There's this one character who's like, I can't tell what nationality he is. He's like a really short, stocky guy with tattoos on his face. I think he's the girl's uncle in the game. I can't tell if he's like Native American or Samoan. I'm not even sure what accent they were going for, but he's a very annoying character, so I was kind of glad he was just like at the beginning of the game and wasn't throughout the whole game so far. There was some intense scenes and interesting things they did where like you're holding on to something and it's like flipping around and you have to try and like move out of the way of things to not get crushed. There was a motorcycle chase scene where you're on motorcycles and this plane is chasing you guys, dropping shit on you. So there were some intense things and some fun stuff with friends, and I think that there are some good things about the series, but I also think there's a lot of things about the series that really need a makeover in maybe even just the story. If the story was better, perhaps. I don't mind like those like bro shooters. Like I always really liked Gears of War and Army of Two, but this just comes off as kind of just being old hat at this point. What do you guys think of Gears of War 4? Have you played it? Were you into the initial ones and just found that the games ran their course now, or are they still doing it for you? Let me know what you think. Thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.